When you're watching the sounder, you just sometimes know when he's driving the line, he just goes drop, drop, drop. Before the boat was stopped, there was just a big pinnacle of fish, and you just,
On last week's show, the adventure-bound crew headed out from Cascade Pier at Norfolk Island to a Kingfish hotspot known as the Jig Graveyard to take part in a jigging challenge. 6 fish over 30 pounds had to be landed in under an hour between 3 anglers. So we catch up with the guys now, 15 minutes into the challenge, with 1 kingfish in the boat.
Now jigs come in a wide range of shapes, sizes, weights, all that sort of stuff. Very, very popular styles are something like a benthos, long, skinny jig, sinks very fast. They're great because they're nice and easy to work. They don't have a lot of action. Then you go to some wider body jigs like this Black Magic, very heavy tail weighted, flatter sides, it's got more of a wider sway to it. You've got tail weighted jigs such as this guy here. That's an Abyss jig, heavily weighted in the back end so it falls very fast. It's got a slight wobble all the way through to things like a flutter jig. As you can see, it's quite wide, it's round on one side, concaved on the other, and this guy, you don't work them fast, you give them big lifts, and they have a really big flutter on the way up and a really big flutter on the way down as they're sinking. They work very, very well when the fish are sometimes not quite red hot, they're a little bit doughy. That can really turn them on. As with anything, pays to have a bit of variety, colours, all that sort of stuff. With a few people jigging, we can really mix it up from bright colours to natural colours, small jigs to big jigs, and you'll quickly find out what the fish are eating. Outfits for today are serious jigging tackle. 6500 S Extreme Saltiga, it's got the best gearing you can get. These things are tough as nails and you really do need it for these fish. An 80-pound jig stick, big heavy jigs. This is to work the jig but also to stop the kings. The other thing I do have, which is a bit of a secret weapon, it can sometimes work very well, is this guy here. It's a much, much lighter outfit, 4500 Maverick. I've got 30-pound rainbow braid on this guy. I've got 80-pound rainbow braid on this one. And the idea I've got with this, if you keep getting smashed up on the really heavy gear, sometimes a very gentle approach with these kings can work. Much lighter drag might not stir them up so much. It might not work, but it does pay to have it. The other bonus is that you can fish a much smaller jig, much easier to work through the water column, and as you start to get tired, rather than not working a heavy jig properly, swap to a lighter jig and you can keep fishing just as hard all day. Yeah, here we go. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Try and get his head turned. He's up a bit. And Troy is driving the boat, and when you're watching the sounder, you just sometimes know when he's driving along, he just goes drop, drop, drop. Before the boat was stopped, there was just a big pinnacle of fish, and you just, I don't want to lose my jig. I'm sick of re-rigging. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, I'll swap sides, Quinny. Come on. This is very touch and go at the moment. Come on. Keep his head coming up. Gill got cleaned up. Come on. Starting to make some headway now. I just want to try and keep him coming without upsetting him. Ah, there's colour.
Oh yeah, that's good, mate.
Get away from those props. That'll do. What do you reckon, Gil? Did that go 30 pound?
Mate, yeah, I reckon so. Just 14 kilo, I reckon. We just scraped in there.
Mate, I think I just scraped in from not getting done on the bottom from that guy. But anyhow, we're getting there, Gil. 2 in the boat.
Yep.
A pile of jigs done. Geez, they're just strong fish, aren't they?
That's it. Brutes.
He's up, he's up, he's up, he's up, he's up, he's up. He's up. He's up. He's up. He's up. It's got to be getting close to the bottom again. He's up. Bad, bad, bad. I know it's bad because that red braid is right near the bottom. Bad, bad. I could actually feel him. He was in the bottom for a bit. Feel him getting his head through the weed or whatever it was. Check that out. Just dragged through the bottom. The 100-pound lead is not because the kingy's going to bite you off. It's to try and keep everything together. And in this case, it didn't quite work. Bummer. Wow, shredded. Troy's just moving us back up onto the patch of fish again, and it's all very quick. When he makes the call, he'll just pull the motors out of gear and say drop before the boat's even properly stopped moving. We'll have the jigs in the water, and you've got to be quick because sometimes the patches of fish are only small. If you miss them by 10 metres or so, you get nothing. I can actually just see a show of fish starting to come through on the sounder now, so I'll get ready.
All right, guys, go.
When you lob on that patch, if you're right on it, generally won't take long to get that bite. It's just a matter of knowing where these fish sit. It's where the multicolour braid's so good because quite often it'll go the fish from 10 to 20 metres off the bottom. So you know that when that jig hits the bottom, you just want to work it up that first 10 metres before you're really in the strike zone. Come on, try not to upset him, if that's actually possible. The trick's not to upset him, Quinny. You right there, Quinny?
Yeah, mate. Well, he's just realised he's hooked now.
Oh, no! I didn't want to re-rig after getting done by one kingy, so I thought I'd just grab what's my kingy setup that I'd normally use for rat kings. Saying that, this little Maverick still pulls 10 kilos of drag, and this monster mesh rod is an absolute ripper. Because it's so light, you can just fish all this gear to the maximum. Oh, Gil's hooked up as well. Oh, hang on, he's done it. And the best thing is I'm not sure I'm upsetting this fish, but I'm not really upsetting him with, oh, hang on. Should have kept my mouth shut. Just try and edge him up. I'm just... Hey, can you get that fighting buddy off that rod for me, Gil? Just using a lot of hand pressure here. I reckon I've got about 6 kilos of drag, mate, on this outfit. So it's not a huge amount. And as I said, I'm just trying not to upset him too much. Because right now this fish is close to the bottom. Very close. Oh, and he made it. Bugger. Back to the drawing board. Yeah, it's a bit shredded and frayed. Oh well, start again. Miss him, mate? Yep. See that way Quinny's working that jig. He's got a big, long, skinny jig on. He's doing much bigger, just fast sort of lift skills, doing short, sharp little pumps. And you can really mix it up. Even a flat retrieve sometimes works, but one thing that can be very, very good is to work your jig a bit and then stop it. Quite often they'll be chasing it and they'll crash it as soon as it stops, because any bait fish, no matter how good he is, doesn't have that much sustained energy and it has to stop eventually. And that's when predators eat them. Yep. Yep, come on. Get that head up. Come on, ease up. Ease up. Ease up. That was good. I sort of got that bite up off the bottom, probably 20 metres. Come on. How you going, Quinn? Colour or?
Can't quite see colour yet. It's starting to come up now though.
Bonus with these big reels is that every turn of that handle, you're getting pretty serious amounts of line back. And every inch counts here. There's colour there. Gill's on again. Oh, he's a nice king, mate. Beautiful fish, Quinn. Oh, that's a cracking fish, mate. Well done. Gee, they're fat. There's colour on mine. These will probably be almost exactly the same size fish. There we go. Wow, you gotta love kingies. Look at that. Thanks, Troy. All right, Quinny, these guys are definitely over 30 pound. We got 4 in the boat. Got about 10 or 15 minutes left. Time to keep moving. Gil's just driving us back up to the next spot. Got a beautiful kingy here, and the boys do commercially fish the island. Troy's bleeding it, putting it in the slurry, and this is part of what we do. We come out fishing with the boys, we keep a few fish, they feed the island, and we have an absolute ball, and the fish feed at the end of the day. There we go. No, small. You just know straight away if it's big or small. Bad sign. Big sharks. Oh no, there is big sharks and he's got him. We've got the cameraman in the water, and we've just gone, when he sticks his head up and says what I can't repeat on camera, when Jack gets a little bit scared, you know it's not good. And the two things that did this and actually followed this up to the boat, trust me, they were no little school shark. They were fish not to be messed with. It's a very tough world down there. One thing I really like to do here with the rig, got 100-pound black magic leader, and we have a big heavy-duty crane swivel, a chain knot there, and this system allows us to change jigs. You can easily then have a few of these set up, because if you get hooks straightened, you get bitten off, whatever, or you just want to change your jig, it's a very simple matter. Good set of black magic split ring pliers, straight on there, onto the jig, and that's going to give you the strongest connections you could have. Very fast and very efficient. There we go. That's a little fella. I'll get him up quick. When I say little, they're still tough. You can tell it's smaller obviously because not as strong, but those much faster tail kicks. Oh, good one, mate. Trying to keep his head coming. Nice one, Gil. Yeah, I got colour too. I think we're tangled maybe, mate. Yeah. Swap sides.
Yep.
I go under. There we go. There's Quinny's fish at the boat.
Sharks.
Hey?
Sharks.
Is there? Oh, it's an amberjack. Look at that. Nice little amberjack. Great looking fish. Member of the Cereola family, which is what includes kingfish, Samson fish, amberjack. They've got that same sort of style mouth and similar shaped body. This guy's a little bit more trevally shaped. It's not what we're after. We'll chuck him back. He's not a very big fish. They do grow much bigger, but he's out of here. Oh, that's a nice one. That's towards the total. No worries, let him go, Troy. Quinny's fish heading back. And as much as these boys do commercial fish for the island and bring fish back, and we're going to bring fish back to the island today, they're still very selective with what we take. They certainly don't just go killing every fish. They're selective about the size of the kings they take because they know they need to keep the big breeders and they know they need to let the little guys grow. These mid-sized fish are just perfect. Good one, Gil.
Good south.
There's a shark all over this thing of gills. Now is bad. He's close. Oh yeah, you can see the shark there. Hang on. There's the leader. Oh, hey. Oh. Hey. Hang on, I've got to help Gil here. Oh, Quinny's got it. That's a solid king too. They're all solid kings here. Beautiful. Well done, Gil.
Not bad. Another one. Another one.
There was sharks all over that king, but luckily Gil was able to keep him coming. That's the trick, just keep them moving. When you stop, that's when the sharks hit him.
All right, guys, there's 2 minutes left. Yep. And you've hooked up again.
Go Quinny.
Whether you land these fish or not, I do have the results of the jigging challenge. And Quinny, you're getting smoked there, dude.
Oh, I feel good.
And I've been weighing the fish, so I do actually have a result on the jigging challenge, which probably gives away the result.
Hey Clarky, there is an upside to all this though. 2 upsides. You lost the challenge, and we had a bit of excess baggage on the way over. We fixed that problem.
I've been looking at the jig bag and it's just about empty. But Lee, if I had $1 for every time I've lost a jig out on these grounds, I'd have $279.
Go Quinny.
Quinny's on again. This is crazy. Now what would that one weigh, Gil, you reckon?
Mate, he's got to be close.
He'd be close, mate. We might have to pop him on the scales, but you guys have done it today anyway. And Lee's got his fish up here. How's that lighter gear going for you, dude?
No, it shows him who's boss, let me tell you.
But one thing I tell you, when I first came over here jigging, I always used to use the real heavy gear and just go toe to toe.
And ridiculous drags.
And ridiculous drags, but Gil, when he fishes, mainly he uses like 5 kilo drag.
Yeah.
And Lee, you've been really successful with this outfit.
I've had less bust offs on the light gear than I have on the heavy gear.
Mate, doesn't upset him as much. Unlike what Quinny's doing. And we've got colour again here now. Here's the leader.
Just edge him up. Oh, there's a big shark there. No, mate, just make it easy for yourself. Just come in and you won't get eaten by a shark. I can see you, King. You're on the prop, maybe.
Oh no. Can you lift this motor up?
Well, Lee, I can tell you now that you guys have actually done the challenge.
Sweet.
So I reckon we could send this bloke back.
Yep, for sure, mate.
And you had a very strong second half.
We certainly did.
Excellent, mate.
Now, that is an absolute cracking weigh.
And here's another one over here.
Gil's got his.
His one's bleeding a bit. He might be a keeper.
Oh, Quinny's nice fish.
Oh, man, you guys have smashed it. I just give up.
Some days out here, you win. Some days it's an even draw like today. We lose as many as we get, and other days the boys tell us you just get smoked and you don't even think about getting fish in the boat. But today's been a bit of an awesome day, but you can't have fishing like this out in places like this without Gilbert and Troy Jackson from Jackson's Fishing Charters. Breaks up the monotony in Melbourne.
Yeah, it does, mate, it does.
Can't wait to get back.
And if you want to come over and do a trip with the guys, just check out our website at adventurebound.com.au. Go to the link to the boys' homepage and you can either come over, catch fish like this, or get stitched up a bit as well.
Yeah, save your money for excess baggage.
Well done, boys.
Thank you.